Welcome everyone. It's time for the monthly haul. The lesser known video on the channel where I tend to forget to ever do them. They should be every month. Anyway, we're finally doing one this month, and that's actually almost quite an impressive feat because, well, it's not been the best of months. It's been quite catastrophic, as a money sense anyway. I'm sure most of you are aware that the computer decided to just brick itself one morning, and yeah. So we had to have a bit of an upgrade, and I've documented most of that in the past few videos, so we're not going to dwell on it too much today. So it is pretty good that we have got a fair amount of stuff to take a look at today over the past month. So let's get into it. First off, something a bit different from the usual Hot Wheels. We have a Jada diecast car here, and this is one of the 1/16 143. Who knows? I might remember it in a minute. I think it's 143 scale cars. 116 would be quite a lot bigger. Yeah, 116 would be like this kind of big, maybe more. So let's stop yapping about and get it open. So yeah, I spotted this one in a B&M, and I thought, do you know what? I don't often collect these, but I'm not going to miss the chance to grab the Lancer Evolution because this is one of my dream cars for sure. Yeah. Let's undo that. I'm going to go into a wide angle briefly while I unbox this, otherwise I'll definitely go out of shot. Right, there it is. So we need to undo a bit of tape and a screw. Little screwdriver for that. I think all the other ones of these I've collected, I've actually chucked that insert away and just kept them in the outer box, but might as well keep it for now. So there it is. There's not actually much on that box. It doesn't tell you about any of the cars in the series, so yeah, there's nothing to look at there. But these are pretty cool. I mean, they're not the highest quality thing in the world, but they're also not particularly expensive. I think this was about 7 or 8 quid. Oh, it's 1/32 scale. I was still, after all that, completely wrong. Jada Toys Incorporated, made in China. There's a base, a little bit of detail. Oh, these are pullback, aren't they? Oh no, it's just got the gubbins there that looks like it would be pullback. That's alright, I'd rather it not be. Opening doors, which is nice. This one's actually JDM, steering wheel on the right hand side. Pretty decent amount of detail in there too. Roll cage in the back. Alloy wheels. Lensed front lights as well with the cool splitter on there. Details of the wipers on the screen too, and the badge. Of course, rocking that very, very iconic livery, or decals up the side. Nice rear wing, unfortunately plastic, and probably quite, I don't know, probably not the strongest of things, so maybe not best to give your kids to play around with, it'll probably break. The rear lights look good, lensed up though. Yeah, a pretty cool thing, and yeah, while I don't often collect these, I have occasionally got a few here and there. I wasn't going to miss out on this one. That is really, really cool. I need to stop leaning on that part of the desk, it creaks now, because I'm too heavy. You probably noticed a jump there, and well, mostly because that's now in a box. But yeah, I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm really, really trying to get more short form content out to kind of expand the channel a bit. So I just did an experimental short form video of all the cars I got this month. So, you know, could be a terrible idea, because it could mean that everyone just sees the cars and goes, meh, I'm not going to watch the long video anyway. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Right. Let's get into the main lines. Ugh, like a bug or something. A dead bug has come off the main lines. Ugh. 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 So yeah, There's quite a few to go through. We probably will open up some of the fantasy cars to take a look at, but some of the other ones, you know, the understandably cooler ones, might keep carded for different occasions, as I'm not yet sure how to display them. The main thing is, because I don't know how to display these yet, if I keep them in the card, I've got options. I can either display them in the card on some kind of racked system or something, or if I decide to put them in one of the display cases or loosely display it, I can still open it, can't I? And then do a video on me opening a few. But anyway, there's the Lotus Cortina from the Compact Kings, which seems like a pretty cool series. Really cool actually. This is nice. Got a Lotus logo, cool retro cream, yellow and green. Well, I'm losing my colours there. Stripe on the side. Just a really cool retro or old school looking design. It's just really nice. I like that a lot. Then we have the Mazda RX-7 Drift. Pretty cool. This one was on a long card. And then we have a Slide Burn. This is a Hot Wheels Dream Garage. It's a fantasy car, so let's take a look at it. There's actually quite a few fantasy cars lately that have been really cool. Nice olive green, very glittery olive green. Got the red outline on the wheels. Just some kind of cool futuristic style muscle car. The two scoops out of the hood there. Little vent at the front, little stripe as well. Blacked out bonnet. Yeah, it's kind of like got the profile of a Corvette. An old kind of 60s, 70s Corvette. And then the back there, I assume they're exhaust or something. That is pretty cool. That's actually really neat. Next up, two more fantasy cars. So whoa, I'm a bit zoomed in again. I keep forgetting. So we might as well unbox these as well. Right, so I should have looked at what that was called. We got the twin. Oh no. The Twin Dorado. This is kind of a really interesting truck. Oh, it's got lens lights at the front as well. That's cool. It's got a plastic, gold plastic body and a metal base. Despite the metal sides coming up to the engines, the tops of them are metal. It's metal. The tops of them are unfortunately plastic. The metal ends there. That's kind of a shame, really. It would have been really cool to have these as metal engines, even as possible things for customs. Metal engines are just cool. Please make more Hot Wheels. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Got a cool design on there. Hot Wheels logo into one of the stripes on the top. Yeah, pretty cool looking truck. Less space for cargo because you've got these two massive engines, but it looks flipping awesome. So what more could you want? And then the normal sort of flat base they're doing now, a lot of these for some reason. Part of the Muscle Mania, we got the Ravenger ST. This is awesome. Again, plastic body though. These are starting to feel more like those metal machines. Well, funny they're called that because they're mostly plastic. But again, metal body. Again, we haven't got a metal body. We've only got the metal base. And again, there's no detail on that. Perhaps these are meant to be electric. Who knows? It's a cool looking car for sure. Got the little split ducktail, the louvers on the back. The cool splitters. This is very much like how I used to draw cars when I was younger. This kind of shape. The cool stripe on the side and the vents. Aero discs on this one. There is the front. Nice front grille. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's very cool, but it is a shame that it's plastic bodied. It just feels a bit light and a bit weak. So that's two out of them. Yeah, two of those with plastic bodies, which is a little bit of a shame, I reckon, but there we are. Right, next up, some more cool looking classic cars. The Alfa Romeo Giulia TI Super, part of, again, of the Compact Kings, and these are just so cool. Loving these old school cars. Also, it looks good on the back, the little yellow lights and everything. It's a shame it didn't get any light details. Well, actually it does. It gets rear light details, look at that. That's pretty cool. I don't think they're very much on the light where they should be, though. That's a bit of a shame. I should have maybe checked that before I picked this one up. I think there was another one there. Ah, that's annoying. Alfa Romeo logo on the back. Momo sticker, number 63. Is that a 4-leaf clover on there? Love the white bumper, though. Yeah, that just is really, really nice. And then you've got these kind of retro-looking, retro wheels, but they are just aero discs. Right. Let's go for these, and then we'll leave those two to last. I mean, people probably already know what they are. We have the Ford Escort. Again, Compact Kings, really cool set. This is the rally spec one with the front spotlights. Again, more aero discs. There's a lot of aero disc wheels going on today. Hot Wheels graphics, number 17. Cool purple with the graphics on there. And then the rear spoiler as well, which is metal. That's nice. We often get premium cars with plastic spoilers, namely that Evo, the Evo 6, so that's a nice little touch. And then the Bugatti EB110 SS. If you're very lucky, you will have the super version of this. And by that I mean, if you don't live in the UK. I'm going to keep hammering it down. UK supers don't exist, or at least they're just impossible to find. Purple 110 written on the license plate, that's pretty cool. The rear light details look really good as well. But anyway, the regular is a nice addition to any collection. Nice colour scheme. And more aero discs. Lots of aero discs. Right, let's go back out for this one. We have two Ferraris. Everyone's going crazy over the Ferraris for some reason. Yeah, it's cool they've come back. And these are some pretty good additions to the main lines. So we have the Ferrari 365 GTB4 Competition. And this looks neat. Number 64, the gold wheels on the red just looks really, really nice. The stripes over the top. Lens, front lights, look at that. Oh, look at that. Ferrari badge on the side, you've got a little exhaust there. And there's the back. And some good detail on the base as well. See, they can still do the oval shape thing and have some detail. They can still do it. And then next up, arguably the coolest one of the two, the Ferrari F40 Competition. Really, really cool. Coming in with the lensed front lights again. I wonder if that's something Ferrari are acquiring, to have the lensed front lights. It's really nice. Front splitter on there, the logos. Oh, and there's the back as well. Nice metal spoiler. Bit of a more boring base on that one, but still it's really cool. So yeah, I could have maybe got more of these. There was quite a few there. But I just don't buy duplicates anymore. I used to always buy one to keep carded and one to open Aviva. Just rather boring mainlines. But these days, mostly because of the money for one and space, I just don't do that anymore. So all these ones are going to stay carded, unfortunately, and probably them as well. I really should just get on, shouldn't I, and like finish my displays so I know what I'm doing of cars. Because, well, there's been quite a few videos and monthly hauls that have been a bit more boring due to the fact that I'm not opening anything anymore. But hey, my collection, I can do what I want. Or so I say. YouTube makes me feel like that isn't the case sometimes. But anyway, we've got the Koenigsegg CCXR and the Nissan 240SX, brackets S14. Both of them Fast and Furious set. Spotted these in Smith's Toys once, and I didn't have the money to buy them. I thought, oh, they'll be there, there's plenty of them. Then I went back and they weren't there, but then found them in kids' stuff. So that's pretty cool. I do like Koenigsegg. Probably one of my favourite supercar brands. Because I'm not actually that hot on supercars. I used to be more when I was younger. Nowadays I like my 80s shit boxes, but It's still nice to appreciate a cool looking Koenigsegg. The lights and the spoiler on that look amazing. The wheels look good. I do like that dark grey. Just looks really, really cool. The little CCXR logo there, look at that. This one's just nice and simple and just looks really, really good. Nice front light details as well. And I do love A240SX. This one's got the decal on the side because, well, it's part of the Fast and Furious set. Personally, I'd rather it without that. I just think that sort of maroon red colour looks really, really cool. Decals on cars, they're of the era. I think it's gone a bit out of fashion nowadays to have decals like this, but it does look really, really nice. The front light details look cool. There's a decal on the bonnet as well. Nice chrome wheels. And the back, again, awesome light details. And the license plate on there as well. Really, really nice. So they are cool. But what's even cooler is the stuff we've got next. And let's move everything out of the way. These I did not expect to see. I just waltzed into Tesco's the other day, and I just happened to just spot these on the pegs, the hot ones. So obviously some kind of retro-inspired set. There is 8 cars in the set. There wasn't any of the Porsche 917LH. I'm not too disappointed. I definitely will pick it up if I find one. It's really, really cool. But it was kind of a good excuse for me not to collect the whole set, so I saved a couple of quid, because I wasn't that keen on the pickup. The Volkswagen T2 pickup. Hate me, I know that's very popular. And the Fiat 500 Topolino, I wasn't feeling it. So, yeah. I've picked up all the rest, however, to take a look at, and these things just look the bollocks. These might be the one the one set that I might buy duplicates of if I get the chance. If they're still being stocked in a couple of weeks and I can find some I want and I have the money, I probably will pick up a couple more. I love the Spectraflame orange on this. And that's just it. They got Spectraflame paint on. It looks close to an RLC car. It really is cool. It's got the awesome Spectraflame paint. We've got the retro wheels on there as well. This one I felt was a bit of an interesting choice, the Honda Civic Si, because it's kind of like a retro looking set, but quite a modern, well, I guess it's not a modern car nowadays, but just quite a modern looking car. The light details are really, really good though. Got a big spoiler on there. Really, really nice with the stripes as well. I say that orange Spectraflame looks so good. The rest of them are a bit more in keeping, or at least the ones I've got here for sure. They just seem a bit more retro and a bit more of the era, so to speak. This one here is a Toyota Celica. Lovely front splitter and the front light details, the gold wheels. I do like these wheels. They really are reminiscent of the time. Not wheels we often see anymore, or at least we don't see them used anymore these days, but these kind of seem a bit more matchboxy to me, these wheels actually, which is kind of interesting. Awesome dark blue on this one. I'm not sure if this one is actually a Spectraflame, but still an awesome colour nonetheless. The rear light details are really cool though. Oh, look at that. This is such a cool set. We don't often get the sets like these kind of retro-y ones. There's a lot of like, well, these aren't even Silverline sets because they don't have the typical gold silver marking on there. So I don't know if these will still count. Oh yeah, it says on the back, Silver Series. So there's quite a few Silver Series sets we don't actually get over here, and it's always the bloody cool ones we don't seem to get. So I'm very, very happy to have seen these. I'm very happy to have spotted these actually when there's some I want, rather than going in and just seeing like 2 of the Fiat 500s left, and knowing that, or just seeing the price tag and no cars left, because that's what often happens. Again, rear light details are cool. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's get some better detail on this. Hot ones written on the license plate. This one looks like a Spectraflame paint again. Awesome Spectraflame red. Awesome retro stripes as well, over the hood and down the side. Custom auto. I do believe these are plastic based cars, but they are only the Silver Series, so yeah. But for everything else we get, oh, they're so good. And I've saved my two favourites for last. We have the 81 Camaro and this wonderful pink with the light blue and white stripes. Really light details, look banging. Look at that. They've all got the same kind of wheels, but I'm not minding that because I think that's really, really cool. That's what sets this set apart. Front light details, number 8 on the hood bulge and on the side there. Really, really cool. And then finally the BMW M1 Pro car. And what an awesome colour this is too. Awesome light blue colour. In fact, is that not the same colour as the recent Lamborghini? I'll have to get that out and have a look in a minute, but we'll finish off looking at the details. This awesome car. Massive wide arches. Number 1 on there. Really light details. Big old metal spoiler too, which is cool. Do love a metal spoiler. Oh, it's so cool. I'll have to quickly dig out that Lambo. Oh, I just put them both away like not that long ago. I put them away earlier today so that I had the space to do the monthly haul. Is that not like the same colour? It's close. It's a little bit different. The Lamborghini does look a little bit darker. But it is pretty close though. Right, well, unfortunately, that is all for the monthly haul, but I would say a pretty bloody awesome one at that. I've got to say, these hot ones have really made my week. They are absolutely epic. In fact, they've made my month. Oh, I just noticed they've got the numbers at the top. Oh no. I was like, this is cool, because as long as I don't look at the back, I won't know I'm missing some. But they do have numbers. Ah, screw it. I'll probably end up displaying them something like that anyway, I would imagine. Maybe. But that's kind of half the problem I'm having these days, is because I don't know how I'm displaying them. I just don't open anything anymore. They just get left carded and then dumped in boxes. Although saying that, anything I do open tends to get an even worse fate because it just gets dumped in a plastic box loose. And then it really does get forgotten about. Well, there it is. The monthly haul for August. It's been one hell of a month. At least one hell of a busy month for me. Not that you guys will know, because apart from the computer stuff, I've not really documented on it. But anyway, you'll have to let me know what you think of this haul. What would you do with these cars? Would you be opening them up, or would you be keeping them carded? How do you display your cars? And would any of these awesome cars make your displays? You'd have to let me know. Also, do you collect the old 132 Fast and Furious series? But yeah, be sure to drop a comment. I love reading them and replying to you all. But for now, unless I see you in the comments, I hope to see you again in the next video. Cheers for watching.